So I've got all of my makeup palettes here, also palettes that I've included in other categories. I can't really remember if I counted them last year or not. I don't know. We're just gonna go through them really fast, but I don't think I'm gonna get rid of any of them today because, gosh, I like them all, and I really want to get my use out of them. Another thing that I'm going to include in this video is the Pan That Palette challenge. I'm going to show you the palette that I've chosen, and I'm starting from today. I'm going to focus on that palette and the one that's in my Tin Pan project palette, or the palette that's in my Tin Pan project. That was hard to say. So I'm going to focus on those two for a while now, and the Pan That Palette challenge, the palette that I've chosen for that, is a palette that I'm going to try to use as much as possible throughout the year, and we'll see how far I get. But more about that later. Let's just go through this. I'm keeping this, the Makeup Academy. This is the Trio Eyeshadow in Innocence. I'm going to keep that. I've got two Makeup Academy eyeshadow palettes. I'm so sad that I dropped it and it got really ruined, and I'm so sad about it because they're really exact dupes for the Urban Decay Naked 1, Naked 2 palette. This is Undressed and this is Undress Me Too. Love them both. I got all of these quads from e.l.f. These are getting old. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this one, the e.l.f. Brightening Eye Color in Drama. I never ever use it. Let's face it, I don't do black smoky eyes, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Actually, I'm keeping all of these for now. I'm trying to get my use out of these. This one is Day to Night, this is Butternut, and this last one is Brownstone. I got these two fairly new eyeshadow palettes. I got this one in August and I got this one for Christmas. They're both from The Balm, if I didn't say that. This is the La Bamba, and this is the California Driver's License Auto Balm something. This is a really convenient one for just bringing everything you need in one palette kind of thing for traveling or whatever. This is really nice. And then the La Bamba eyeshadow palette, Seal the Spotlight. It has some really nice, beautiful colors. Then, of course, I have the Urban Decay Naked Basics. This is gorgeous. Keeping that. And this is very similar from NYX, the Natural palette. I've got these Pro Cosmetics palettes as well. They're beautiful. This one's really nice for fall. This is one that I rarely use, but the colors are gorgeous and they're really fun to use for some dramatic eyeshadow tutorials. Got these bronzy, goldeny, warm tones. I don't even know, I don't think they have names. So. And then I have a variety of eyeshadows in this C palette. Some are from Makeup Geek, and then the rest of them are from e.l.f. And I forgot to include this blush actually in my blush declutter, but oh well. And then there's this eyeshadow palette from Pro Cosmetics, and the Naked palette from Urban Decay. I'm keeping the Rockstar palette from The Balm, not even going to open it. I've got 3 different Inglot palettes. I don't even know if I'm going to include this one because this is all like, this is all for face. I'm not going to include this. And then there's the eyeshadows that I've chosen myself. They're gorgeous and so pigmented and nice. And I've got this one that has the powder. Oh gosh, I forgot this powder as well. Damn it. The Real Techniques Modern Natural Makeup Kit. This is the Pan That Palette. No, this is in my Tin Pan project. I am getting close to using this one up. I really hope I will do it fairly soon because I'm getting so sick of this palette. This is an Estee Lauder one that I got recently in Gold Opulence. Really, really pretty for fall and winter. And then these, I don't think I'm going to include these ones as well because they're a face palette also. But this is my Panda palette challenge palette thing. This is my oldest palette, I think, and it's just time to get some more use out of it. I really love this palette because even though they're not super highly pigmented, they are pigmented enough, and I get, I think they're value for your money. I mean, these are pretty cheap. This is, I think it's from Pro Cosmetics as well, but all of these palettes are just pretty much the same, I think. What I love about this palette is that you have such a big variety of colors. I don't have a lot of these bright colors. I don't have in any other palette. So if I want to do like fun, bright, colorful eyeshadow looks, this is the one that I go for. But it's such like a huge, bulky, big palette that I rarely pick it up for an everyday palette. So I just really want to try to use it some more. And I've already panned 4 colors already. And I usually use this one for my brows. This one just cracked actually. And this is like a skin toned one for me. And then a highlight color. I've seen Emily Noel do this fun thing where she, I don't remember what she calls it, like eyeshadow bingo thing, where she picks 5 colors to play with and make an actual eyeshadow look with. And so I'm going to try to use that as a trick for me to try to use all of the colors. And yeah, so I really hope I will get some use out of this palette for the coming year. And when I'm done with this year, I'm done with this palette. And I'll probably end up purchasing the colors that I feel like are missing in my other palettes in a new, probably Inglot or Makeup Geek palette. And I'm gonna like reward myself with one of those colorful new eyeshadow palettes when I get rid of this one. But I'm gonna have to use it a whole lot. And I don't know if I'm gonna set like a goal to use up like 10 of these eyeshadows or all of them, or just, I think I'm actually just gonna see how it goes and just focus on, just try to use as much as possible. But I'm not gonna say that I have to pan them all or something, because that's just not gonna happen. Because there are a few of these colors that I'm not gonna wear. It doesn't look nice on me. So that's that. I'll try to keep you updated on how it goes, but I think this is gonna be fun and interesting. I forgot to tell you how many eyeshadow palettes I have, not including those face palettes. I have 23, and last year I had 21. So yeah.